Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Had a pretty comfy night here in my little corner spot. Even though the highway's right up there, it wasn't too bad. It's not as loud as you would expect being so close. I've had louder highways that are farther away. Everybody shut her down pretty early from all the campers, so it was fairly quiet and it wasn't too cold, so it was perfect. Weather looks really good for the next number of days. Pretty warm, mid-20s, so it's gonna get a bit toasty. I'm just gonna tootle to the western side of the province today and hopefully get a hike in. And yeah, within a day or two, we could be off the island and into New Brunswick. Right now, I'm gonna try and find a cappuccino and a breakfast. All right, let's hit the road. What happened there? That was weird. All right. I'm actually gonna head back to Charlottetown. I might consider spending the day there, because when I loop around to the western side and come back, then the bridge is well before Charlottetown, so I won't get back there. So I drop down to get to Charlottetown and then could pop back up. It's only like 20-30k from Charlottetown to the other end of the island, so might as well do that. A chilly 13 degrees, but it's not windy right now, so yesterday's wind was, whoa, it's terrible. Some of the worst wind I've had on the trip. All right, time to find a cappuccino. Oh, the official city of Charlottetown, the birthplace of Confederation. Okay, breakfast done. It's late morning. Quite toasty now, 23 degrees. I've mapped out a little hike about 20k away. And then I'll decide if I keep moseying on or I stay in Charlottetown tonight. All right, we're at Bonshaw Hills, Strathgartney Provincial Park. We're here. I'm gonna tool here, around here, and come back. And then we'll see how long that takes. I don't suspect very long. Nothing here looks very hilly. There's definitely not anything steep and grueling. More like a jogging track. And I'm back. I don't know, I think it took as long to do that trail as it's going to take me to do the video. Pretty quick and not bad if you're going to take your dog for a walk, but not much else. No views or anything. Alright, gotta plan out my next move. It says it's only 22 degrees, but it feels a lot warmer. That means in a few days when it's going to be 26 or 27, it's really going to feel warm. I'm going to go check out Prince Edward Island National Park. A 20-30 minute drive to the northern tip. And there's a campground there, so I'm going to look at spending the night. That guy is set up for the apocalypse. Alright, a bunch of tenty sites. I'll go check out which ones are the most intriguing. So there's all these sites, but they're wide open to each other. But they're right on the beach. There's a few just around the corner here that have a little bit of shrubbery, but they're not right on the beach. Decisions. Okay, set myself up. The ocean's just over there. I'm gonna run into town and get some supplies and then come back and jump in the ocean. I'm on the perfect beach. Alright, all set up, had my dinner. I'm just gonna get the fire going under the watchful eye of the moon as the daylight's fading fast, so I'll have to sign off. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning, welcome back to the channel. This was a fantastic spot, super close to the ocean. A nice breeze, not a hurricane breeze like some of the places I've been in. Went for a little jog around the park this morning. Now I'm all packed up, and I may even be getting off the island today. It's really not that far to get to the bridge that takes me to New Brunswick, so I'm gonna tootle along the coast. There's a town not too far from here, so maybe get in there for a cappuccino, and then I'll see about hitting the bridge. All that's left is to hit the road. Nothing left behind. This is a nice little park after the kids go back to school, but during the summer this place would be a complete shit show. Over the weekend there wasn't any space in this campground. I can't even imagine with it being so packed. My little jog around the park, there are some spots that certainly are a bit more secluded. Garbage stop. Goodbye, JD. There was no JD at the local liquor store, so I picked up some rum, but I never cracked into it. One last look at Prince Edward Island National Park beach. And that sick Unimog. Alright, it's 9 o'clock. And 19 degrees already. Next few days are supposed to be really toasty. Yesterday, a couple times when I made a tight turn, the horn was going off. And I'm like, what is going on? And I'm looking around, I can't figure it out. And my bag had slipped down so that when I made a tight turn, the horn was hitting against the bag. First thing in the morning leaving the campground yesterday, and it's like bah, bah, bah. Anyway, got a beautiful few days at least coming up. Let's tootle down the road and see if we take a super bridge today. So I had pizza last night, but I was thinking maybe I would have Chinese there. And as I was saying, with the town shutting down for the season, you know it's serious when even the Chinese food restaurant shuts right down. They're usually even open on Christmas. I figured yesterday was a good time to get the bike wash in. All the bags were unpacked. And when I went to the car wash, it wasn't bad. It was $3 for 3 minutes, but you had to buy 5 tokens. So I'm like, oh, come on. What a scam. So I'd either be left with 2 tokens, or I'd have to pay another 5 if I needed more than 3 minutes. No way, Jose. So somewhere down the road, I'll find another bike wash. Okay, just had a cappuccino and a samosa at the Willow Bakery and Cafe at the Kensington Rail Yard. So I'm going to start making my way towards New Brunswick and the Confederation Bridge, which is 13 kilometers and connects PEI to New Brunswick. And then we'll go check out the Bay of Fundy from the New Brunswick side. 23 degrees now, 11 o'clock. Supposed to get up to high 20s for the next few days. Whew. But if it's breezy and by the water, probably not quite the same. Okay, coming on to the bridge, leaving PEI and hitting my last province. Thank you. All right. Adios to PEI. And we're officially on the bridge. thought for sure it'd be windy, but it's not too bad at all. It's windier on land. Nice, we made the construction just in time. And it's official. Welcome to New Brunswick. I've done it. All 10 provinces officially checked off. I don't know why CTV News is interviewing that guy when they could be doing an expose on Trippin' with Mitch. I'm in Amherst and think I'll try the Art of Eating deli. That was excellent grilled cheese and salad that I had. Tool up. Basically, you almost have to go up to Moncton to loop back down again the other side to get to the New Brunswick coastline of the Bay of Fundy. Mapped out a route that's going to do my best to stay along the coast. Oh, the instant I turned away from the coast, the temperature jumped up 4 degrees from 23 to 27. Okay, we're on the outskirts of Moncton, New Brunswick. It's 29 degrees. It's really toasty. It's been a while since I've been hit with this kind of weather. And I'm overdressed. So we basically do a big U. Come up into the Moncton part of one side of the inlet of Fundy and then back down the other. This is the very end of the line for the bay right here. It comes here, then goes into a hole, it disappears down into the middle of the earth. I am at Hopewell Rocks Provincial Park and my battery's dying. Only 10% left. So better get it quick. There's the water and there's the muck. And it's going to be coming in and covering it all soon. This is the Daniel's Flats, and it's almost 4 kilometers long. So named for Daniel, an early settler. There's another view of the flats. I am now risking it all under an arch that could collapse at any time. I was wrong, the tide is going out. So in about an hour it'll be at its lowest point. The high tide was at 11 this morning. It's almost 5. And there's Nova Scotia on the other side. I was somewhere there. I am now standing on actual seaweed. At any moment, some random sea creature could come up, drag me down into the depths of despair. The things I do for you guys, the risks I take. I hope you appreciate it. There is a final view before I head back to the parking lot and get a new battery. That concludes the Hope Rockwell tour. I've mapped out about 20 odd K to a potential campsite. So hopefully this place is acceptable and I'll have lots of daylight hours. Woo, it's windy. Hi, Overlander says this is a free camp spot. How can I say no? Looks fine. The flattest spot is right next to the cemetery. Or on that side, under the trees. Alright, I just was over talking to Don. He lives in the house across the way and he owns all this property right up to the cemetery over there. He bought that plot of land where he built his house for $50 back in the 70s. And then paid $6,000 a little bit later for the lot over there and all this area here. And he really loves travelers and lets them camp for free. So super nice guy, very friendly. And he knows a lot about chemtrails. Anyways, I'm going to set up right over here in a nice flat spot and then make myself some dinner. All right, just had a little pasta dinner. A few other campers showed up in this free spot. We have a beautiful moon. Probably won't come up anything on the camera like it looks in real life. Not much else to do but head to bed. All right guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.